Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about exterior spackling. Now I'm still going to use this lightweight spackling because it doesn't shrink up on me and it's going to dry really fast and I can still sand it. Now you're going to use spackling when you come across these little holes that you're going to find on the windows, on the door jambs, and even on the wall. And that's pretty much the same as you did inside. Now the only difference is when we find these little holes like this, we're not going to want to build it all up to sand it off. I'm not going to want to sand that. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a little bit on the end of my knife, and we just get a little dab on the corner, and we squeeze that in there. Alright, now with this you see it's the same way. Now unlike inside where we piled it all up to even it out, this is exterior and we don't want to do a lot of exterior sanding. Sometimes you bump it, sometimes you don't. But for the most part it's not gonna be something people are gonna feel or look at that much. So just even it out flat like that and you should be fine. Now when you get up to a larger hole like this, you do it a little different. On this you want to go ahead and cram a little newspaper up there. And just grab some newspaper and tear off a little piece. And just cram that right up in that hole. Just stick that up in there. And see that's giving me a little something for the spackling to adhere to. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more in there. And just cram that up in there. And once you have that in nice and good, this time you want to get a big chunk of the spackling. Just really mound that up on the top of my knife. And then I'm really going to press that up in there. Smash it all up in there. And don't worry about it falling because, hey, we got drop cloths under us. That's why we put them there. And you just kind of want to even that stuff on out. Okay, now that's pretty smooth, and we can even smooth that out more when we sand it. You notice I've evened it all out, but it's kind of bowed out a little bit. That we will have to sand. Let that dry all the way and then come back and sand that down smooth, and that's going to look really good. Well, these are a few tips that'll work for you when you're doing the exterior spackling for the little holes and for the big holes before you do the painting.